Alright, I'm in the opening round of the Great Outdoors Tournament. I'm in the Ricky division. I'm in my main Ricky account. Uploading videos and uploaded the first ones. Just walking through, made a few changes on some of the holes. There is one of the holes here that I am going to change. Hole number 8. I am going to change how I come to this hole. We have a pretty good rough bump right here, but I'm gonna try and come out into this area and see if I bring out a big power ball, because in this account I have some. I'm going to see what it's going to take, what it would take to get a rock out into this area, to see if I can get a rock out here where I can come at it cleanly and eliminate this tight little area. But if I'm going to look at it just so I can see what it looks like, and then I'm going to take this shot. But if I think that I can make it from out there, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to change up on this hole, sacrifice what should be a given eagle, just to see if I can make this an easier eagle. But I have made some wind changes just from playing. I wasn't on a perfect track, so I didn't hit it. I have some of these holes I just don't know, because I haven't hit perfect, so I can't really make adjustments other than making sure that the distance is right. But this hole right here, I'm going to take a big tapa and a Titan. Should be bag number 3, big tapa. I want to have a Saturn as my long iron. If I'm in long iron range, I want to bring a Saturn. There is a backboard, so if I get really in between clubs. The cool thing about the Saturn and the Hornet is the area of red line in between clubs is very, very small. So the transition between the two doesn't take up that much space out on the course. But if I'm in my Saturn, it gives me options. I can go off the backboard, or I can try and backspin it in from the front. I'm going to take a Hornet, and I want to bring a Titan. My usual suspects at the bottom are the absolute clubs that I want to have in my bag. I want the longest hitting stuff that I have. That's why, of all of the Tour 7 cards, having a Nirvana is important, but having a Spitfire is super important. That's the one epic card that, in my opinion, is the best epic to have, because once you get it, you'll just keep it in your bag. It'll just be it'll be one of the usual suspects. Your other cards will change depending on the hole that you're on, but in most cases you can't go wrong having a Spitfire, especially when it gets that first little teeny bit of backspin. Because that little teeny bit of backspin is huge on a Spitfire. It hits so high up in the air, that little teeny bit of backspin is like 3 or 4 on any other club. And so it's super effective. Everybody looks at that little backspin and they blow it off, but that little bit of backspin and has a lot of topspin. So it works when you're really close to the green. It works very much like a Nirvana, where you can run the topspin out and pull the ring set to you, so you can get a smaller ring set. Max topspin, a little bit of left hand. So I want to end up right about there, and it's going to push me 3/8, which is a couple rings like towards the edge of my orange ring. So I'm going to move that over a little. I'm going to put some curl on it just to bring it back around that bend down there at the end. Hit a grate on the left. That's about a 1 ring grate. I should have plenty of room out there from where I was at. The deal is that the further to the left you hit, the little bit farther forward you need to be in order to get past the trees, because when you're closer to the trees, that's perfect. So the closer you get to the trees here, you need to hit a little bit farther out so that you can clear them, because as you get closer to them, as far as angle wise, it's a fine line down here to be able to get into your short iron range. If you brought a 4 power ball, you'd have a better shot at it. But it seems if I can consistently get down there where I'm in my short iron range with a 3 power ball, it's not worth wasting a 4 power ball for that little bit. So we're right at the red line right there, so I got plenty of room here. It's a great drive. Put just a couple backspin on it. I want to get right up on the hole. I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment, so that's going to make it 2.9. Max club, so there's 3.3. So we're about 2 and maybe 3/4, 2 and 2/3 of a ring. Hitting it perfect. Give myself a look at it. That's a look. Oh, just missed it on the outside. Just a bit outside. Oh. And the way the wind was blowing there, I think that was an underpull. I'll have to go back and watch the video on that and see which way I pulled it to see if where I went wrong. Because that should have been in the hole. Small as the ring set is down there, that's like a half a ring error. So you got to be precise. I will forfeit. Give back to the community. I don't get very many people that forfeit to me. I get some. All right, that was hole number 1 of the Great Outdoors Tournament in the opening round of the Rookie Division. Thanks for watching.